eBay introduced their live market. eBay Live. It was a beta with DJ Skee, partnering with Bleecker Trading. Wanted to talk about this because obviously live commerce right now is a huge, huge thing in the hobby with Whatnot, with Loupe, and now for eBay to enter this space, clearly the biggest name to do it so far. I watched the live. Again, it was a beta, so I think they're going to be doing this throughout the national from what it sounded like. And the presentation was super sleek. It looked really good. Everything was running really smoothly. Just aesthetically, really, really impressed. I think I said in Slack, it feels like Home Shopping Network for millennials. Is what this definitely feels like.
And that's kind of the vibe you get on Whatnot as well, right?
Yes. It's certainly more of I guess for lack of a better term, more of a controlled environment.
Well, I mean, in eBay, they have the resources, and we've talked about this a lot. I mean, eBay is not going to be the first big e-commerce company to roll out this platform. I think they are dipping their toes in it. They're going to see it successful. They're going to build around it. I think Amazon will probably be on board at some point.
Yeah.
So
Amazon's coming.
I mean, when I first read that, it said eBay. I didn't see the live goes live. I was like, eBay goes live. I'm like, man, you think it's really going to take off, this whole eBay thing?
Yeah, man. It's a little upstart company. C-Rad, did you get a chance to watch the live stream?
Yeah, I watched part of it. It looks good.
So what were they selling?
It was mostly it was kind of just like a mix of what I'm guessing is I didn't catch the very beginning, so again, forgive me if I get this wrong. But I think part of it was like maybe DJ Skee's collection, stuff that Bleecker has had, because I know there was one thing.
Were they selling stuff?
Yeah, well, they would be like, for example, when I got on there, they were selling a Lux graded PSA 8 Shaquille O'Neal jersey auto.
I saw that one.
So they would be like, okay, this is on sale right now. Go grab it or whatever. I think nothing was auctioned.
And then they basically talk about the card and okay, I see where you're coming from with the Home Shopping Network.
They would say, okay, let's look at our next piece. It's this red, the Topps Finest Michael Jordan red border.
It's got like Don West vibes.
Yes, but laid back and cool, and not that Don West isn't cool. Don West is way cooler than me, and one of the coolest dudes on the planet.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah.
But certainly, again, like I said, I keep saying it, but it just felt like they are so catering to this new generation of collectors.
And I'm assuming you purchase on the platform.
Yes.
So you just basically hit a button and you're like,
yeah. Now that's like the biggest advantage eBay has, and what they know they've got is that, again, I just went on the eBay app with my eBay account, and there's no setting anything up. It's just I could just buy it.
I was
right
just
there.
chatting with my eBay name in the chat room.
Yeah,
hey, what's up?
Yeah, there's no I've got to hop on. There's nothing like that. It's just and that's
seamless.
Where it was
just Home Shopping. What I get is that the Home Shopping Network was so far beyond their time.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
It's so
if they just had the technology back then
to let people chat,
to let people chat and be a community and be able to buy from there. I mean, you had to call a phone number and talk to an operator.
It's like live commerce. Live commerce was revolutionary 50 years ago.
Yeah, and yet here we are, and it is kind of like. It's so funny. Everybody is acting like it is the new thing, and in a way, it is.
So the funny, and I'm pretty sure Home Shopping Network or QVC, they're still around.
They're still around.
They are still around.
And when you want to buy something, you have to call a number and talk to an operator.
I think they now allow you. They say you can call it, or you can just go online. You can just buy it online.
Because they would take live, if I'm not mistaken, they would take live calls.
A lot of nice old ladies. I bought this for my grandson. He loves it. Just bless their hearts.
Let's implement that in the eBay live. Let's get some live calls.
You want to start taking some live calls on Whatnot?
Oh yeah.
We'll
100%.
Let's go.
lot of bleeps. Bleep, 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 bleep. And not a kid's show.
Also, clearly not aimed towards. I mean, at least right now, maybe they've got big plans at the National, but not aimed towards like the bargain hunters. This platform, they were clearly like, we have a set price. This is what we want to do. I saw some folks in the chat being like $1 auctions, $1 auctions, and that's not what they're gonna do.
I mean, were people buying stuff?
I didn't see anything actually bought.
So the conversion rate, I mean, again, it's in beta, but the conversion rate didn't seem like. And that's the one thing. Like, I mean, Whatnot, because of the platform and like the culture that's been built, the conversion rate is insane. I mean, people who go into a Whatnot like channel, they're almost guaranteed to probably be buying something, except for the people who are just looking for the free giveaways. Right. But yeah,
I was just gonna add that. I mean, I could see eBay eventually adding the auction thing where people can start like, because they're an auction. eBay's an auction company.
Right. That's kind of the no-brainer, right?
That's like, it would have overloaded them, and if they're again, this is beta. I think it would have overloaded things.
They're not doing it now, but they're going to do that. Yeah.
My guess is the National, they are going to, because that is the big rollout where it goes like live is officially live.
Well,
and I think they're gonna have some big things.
And I kind of envision what is going to happen is that they're going to integrate it with your eBay store, right? And then you can go live, and you could literally hit go live on your auction.
Absolutely.
And it shows everybody the auction.
Absolutely.
And you get to talk about it, and you can
talk
either
about what you have,
you can talk about what you have, and then once it sells, it gets pulled out of your eBay store, and you can print a label right there, and bam.
If you're somebody who's like a part-time eBay seller, or like just, you know, like somebody smaller, like you should probably maybe think about like just this is going to be a prime opportunity to really start growing your online business right through eBay, because it is gonna. They already have the most eyes on them, right? That people shop the most on eBay right now. So besides Amazon, I would try to look to maybe growing.
And I believe that this is the future of e-commerce. I believe that Amazon, it's not going to be necessarily card related, but I think Amazon's going to be almost identical. You want to buy something on Amazon, somebody's going to go live and they're going to be like, look what I have. I think Etsy will probably jump on board as well, especially because those are very like specific items that a lot of them are handmade, very niche items. I think Etsy will probably jump it right into this e-commerce. I think they're kind of the no-brainer for doing live e-commerce.
Yeah, big times.
It's exciting. What do you think is for the other live e-commerce places right now, the ones that we know? We've already mentioned them, Loupe, Whatnot. Do they still kind of, like, it feels like they've kind of carved their own niche, and I don't know if they're necessarily shaking in their boots at the thought of eBay coming into their space, or I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, I don't. If you're Whatnot and Loupe, you're probably, I mean, you look at a company like eBay and like Amazon, and I think in the back of your mind, no matter the great things that you accomplished and done, like, you gotta be a little concerned that like with the amount of resources that this company has. Now, with a big company like that, it is harder to make moves and make things happen. There's a lot of like different avenues that everything needs to go through, as opposed to a smaller company where if you want to implement a change, there's less hoops you got to jump through.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That there's definitely pros to being a company that, I mean, Whatnot's big, but being the size of Whatnot as opposed to being eBay, if you want to implement changes, is going to be a lot easier from a Whatnot standpoint than an eBay standpoint. But I mean, also eBay is going to have the resources to grow this category as well. Kind of the way we looked at group breakers. We didn't want to be the only group breaker. We needed other people to jump in and not only hold us to a higher standard, and it just gets the word out there, and you get new creative ideas that come in, and it actually makes that sector of the business better. Because there's certain ideas that you're not going to come up with that somebody else has implemented into their platform that takes off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, shoot, man, think about how many breakers, as far as how this is going to shake out for the hobby and cards and stuff. There's so many breakers on eBay already. This is, if anything, this is only going to help them
That's a good point.
Not just like people selling individual cards and stuff, but this should help out the eBay breakers once this platform goes live. And shoot, I don't know. I know back then when I started off doing eBay breaks, you know, it was a really gray area. I'm sure you guys know too. Mojobreak started off on eBay as well, partly anyways. And then it was a very gray area for a long time.
Yeah,
it's
it seems
are we able to do this? Or
seems like they are embracing it. I still think that there is a gray area, and I think that's why when they rolled this out, it's not catered to group breaks out of the gate. It is catered to individual cards.
Yeah. A lot more easier to control that. A lot less variables going on there.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, eBay. Well, eBay has been looking at the sports breaking community for a long time now. So you know, and the part of this is also they're looking at that because they did revise their rules at one point in time. I was like 4 or 5 years ago, where they're like, okay, we are gonna allow this, but you know, obviously there are certain restrictions still or whatever. But yeah, and another thing I didn't even mention that I'm just thinking about now. With the $500 guarantee thing with authenticity, which is, you know, was kind of like we said, it was kind of tied to Fanatics because of the company that the grading company is using. It's like this whole big thing now where you can buy it off eBay, it gets authenticated, you could get it graded from Fanatics.
Yeah,
it's a one-stop shop.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's another thing. It's a whole other topic, but that authentication at eBay is running. I think they take, and we've seen, I was actually just on Fans of Mojobreak, and they got a color blast, and they sold it, and it came back as it wasn't authenticated.
Wow.
And I think if you put in there the condition is like near mint or would grade well, or you do something specific with the condition, I think it gets flagged. So if you're selling a high end card, like.
So you gotta be straight up.
I would not say anything specific about a condition of a card. You can say pack fresh or something like that, but I wouldn't say this card is near mint. This card will grade a 9 or a 10. Don't put yourself in that situation because I think it gets flagged.
So not even authenticity, it's the conditioning
that
you're saying that to your customer.
I believe so. So that is something, if you are selling high-end cards on eBay, definitely be aware of that.
I mean, it kind of like, I will say, just from my personal, like my personal perspective, when I'm looking at singles on eBay, when I see something titled, blah, 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 rookie card, 10, question mark, that is kind of a red flag for me as well. So I guess I kind of get it.
Yeah, you look in descriptions and it'll say like,
yeah,
card will grade high. You're like, okay.
Yeah. I know. It's like,
easy for you to say.
I mean, the reasonable consumer, the buyer, if you see something like that, the 10 question mark, it's like, if it was a 10, then why didn't you just grade it then, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you want me to buy it and grade it?
If you're so confident about it. Anyway.
So I do I try to stay away from those options too because I'm like, there's definitely something wrong. Now, if it's for a fair price under like what a 10 would sell for, like if it's a very fair price, then obviously I'll take the chance. But like if you're telling me it's gonna be a 10, and I'm like, I just don't believe it, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, it's a very exciting time for the live e-commerce market right now. Again, we'll know more in the national. And hey, if you want to join in on some live e-commerce, we're on Whatnot, so check us out there.
We're going to be on Loupe soon.
And we're going to be on Loupe
soon. We're going to be on Loupe soon.
And Mojobreak Gaming's already on.
Mojobreak Gaming's on Drip.
That's
and
right.
Whatnot.
We're all over that.
We love it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're a big fan.
Yeah. We're in on it. We're in deep.
We're down.
Yeah.
Hit us up, eBay.